Hello everyone, this is another video in our series on firearm safety. The first two videos are videos you should watch before you watch this one. They are about introduction to firearms, basic terminology, and the second video about firearm safety. And now this one is focused on a specific gun and how to operate it safely. So the gun in front of you here is a 44 Magnum Revolver made by Ruger. It has telescopic sights, and as a revolver it has kind of unique action. The action is that operation of the hammer rotates the cylinder. The cylinder is essentially a magazine composed of 6 firing chambers, and as you work the hammer and the trigger, it rotates the cylinder around into a new firing position with each shot. So we're going to go over a little bit about the cartridge first. This revolver actually shoots 2 different cartridges. It shoots this one, which is the 44 Remington Magnum. You might be able to see that on the back of the cartridge. And it also shoots the 44 Smith & Wesson Special. These are exactly the same caliber, the same diameter bullet, the same diameter bore. The only difference is the length. And the Magnum round is significantly more powerful than the Special round. This gun is loaded 1 round at a time by opening this gate. I'm not actually going to load it with live cartridges. I'm going to load it with empty casings, and it's loaded by putting a round into one of the chambers, then rotating it, putting in another one, and it's actually possible to put in any combination of those 2 cartridges. It really doesn't care what you put in it, in what order, and you simply load it until all of those chambers are full. And then it's loaded, close the gate, and it's ready to fire. The mechanism holds the cylinder in a specific position. When you pull back the hammer, as I'm going to do here, it rotates the cylinder to the next position. When you pull the trigger, it releases the hammer, and then you rotate it again by pulling the hammer back once more. This is what's called a single shot revolver. That means that for each time you want to shoot it, you must pull the hammer back manually before you pull the trigger. A double action revolver, which this is not, you don't need to pull the hammer back. You simply pull the trigger, and that brings the hammer back and then releases it. Let's see if we covered everything. I think we have. Well, actually we haven't. We need to talk about unloading. This is unloaded just the opposite of how it's loaded. So as you open the gate and rotate the cylinder, you'll remove the expended cartridges one by one with a slide that is below the barrel right here, and rotate it to the next one and pop each one out. You would do this whether you are unloading empty casings or fully loaded cartridges. The gun is not fully unloaded till all of the rounds have been removed from the cylinder. Fortunately, you can see that quite easily by looking right through at the back of the cylinder. You can see if there's the rim of any cartridges there. Or you can also do it just by opening the gate and spinning the cylinder. You can easily see which positions have a round in and which don't. Okay. I should mention also that this has a telescopic sight on it. Telescopic sights are far more common on rifles, but as you can see, they're also available for handguns. The difference is that the eye relief distance is different. On a rifle, the eye relief is designed so that your eye will be about 3 inches behind the scope. This has an eye relief of about 15 inches, so it's meant to be held out in front of the shooter, about 15 inches away from the shooter's eye. That's the point at which the sight picture will be clear in the telescopic sights. I should mention also that a revolver like this doesn't really have a safety per se. It's assumed that until the hammer is pulled back, the trigger cannot be released, and so that's essentially the safety. It's also good practice when carrying this gun with ammunition in it. It's a good practice to have the hammer over an empty cylinder so that it can't be accidentally pulled back and released on the chamber that's in front of the hammer. So anyway, hope that's helpful, and we'll see you at the next video.